Hey everyone, Sally Matterson here, coming to you live. Hashtag Shred Me Sally, your accountability coach. Welcome along to today's live. Hope you're having a great day. Now, I was in the gym this morning, and I often do lives when I get inspired by something that comes along my way. And one of the things I tend to think with people lifting is they often just go through the motions. They try and get in, do their workout as fast as they can, get out, it's done, cross it off. I'll go have my chocolate cake. Just joking. So I just want you to drop a 1 below if you're one of those people that don't really think much about what's going on. You've just been given a generic program. Okay, I'll do my bicep curls, I'll do my squats, I'll do my squat jumps, and then I'll get out of here. Drop a 1 if you're that person. Drop a 2 if you're an intuitive lifter, and I want to see lots of 2s of my accountability girls dropping 2s. And an intuitive lifter is someone that actually thinks about every rep, every set, every muscle, every fiber, every stability muscle. We have really good body awareness. Drop a 3 if you can relate to being someone that's really improved their strength training, really improved their muscle development, the tone in their body when they've started having more body awareness. Drop a 3 if that's you out there. So I'm just coming to you today to give you a few little tips on how to improve your strength training, which will then improve your results, and you'll also avoid injury. Because what's the secret to staying in shape lifelong? First person to jump in gets accountability free. I'll leave that one with you. It's one of my favourite sayings. But yeah, I'm going to teach you a couple of things to look out for. So first of all, whenever you're doing any strength training exercise, you need to have a feel of what stability muscles. So I'm just going to give you random examples. If I was doing a delt exercise, I don't want to build up my upper traps. I don't want to look like a rugby player. Drop a 4 if you don't want to get bigger traps from doing these ones, all right? I certainly don't. So what we need to do when we're doing something like a shoulder shaping exercise, we want to get that lovely shoulder shape. You actually want to try and stabilize through our scapula, switch on our lower trap. We've done a lot of this stuff in accountability, so join if you want more technique on this stuff. And then we want to try and switch on the deltoids as much as we can. So little tips like turning the thumb down as we lower the weight, lowering the weight slow is another one. So all these things you should be thinking about. You shouldn't be thinking about what you're going to have for dinner when you're doing a weight training program, guys. You should be thinking about the muscles. What am I trying to achieve? What is my objective with this exercise? Is it to fire this particular muscle? And once you start to get that really good technique and you start to get that really good body awareness, you'll just go from strength to strength, all right? Now, other things that you want to be aware of is asymmetry. So you'll notice in my programming, I always do what we call unilateral exercises, which is single leg exercises or single arm exercises. The reason I do this is because it actually will pick up asymmetries or where your body is unbalanced. Now, if you're an intuitive lifter, you'll actually start to pick up little things, and drop a 6 as if this is you. You'll start to pick up little things like, oh, my left arm's a little bit weaker than my right. Oh, and you'll start to get that intuitive thinking, because the thing is, if you start to pick this stuff up, not only will your body be more proportioned because you won't have one arm bigger than the other, so aesthetically it's going to look better, but you'll actually avoid injury, because what happens is if you don't pick up this asymmetry, when you go and do like a deadlift or you do some sort of what we call compound exercise where we're using both our limbs, then you'll actually find that you're at higher risk of an injury, and you'll find that dominant side will always take over. Drop a 7 if that's you out there. You're looking at your glutes and going, why is one bum cheek smaller than the other? That's asymmetry. So all these things, we need to adapt. All these traits we need to adapt to become an intuitive lifter, so our results get better and we avoid injury. So you've seen that one side, and I'm going to give you my example. My right glute is really hard to fire. I was trying to fire that baby up today, and it takes time and it takes effort. So what I do to correct some of this stuff, I'll often finish with 1 extra set on my right side to balance out the body, all right? The other thing you'll find often, if one side's not active or one side's weaker, the left side, or in my case, my left side, is much tighter. So for me to balance that out, I actually have to stretch more or release more on my left side, and I have to do more work on my right side to get that proportion, to get that balance, and to avoid injury. Drop an 8 if you're in tune with this sort of stuff. Is this stuff that you're doing already? Or are you the person that goes in and just doesn't even have awareness of what their body's doing? So I'm trying to educate you guys on how to stay in shape lifelong, which is don't get injured. So picking up asymmetries in your body is extremely important. Now, if you're not sure how to do this, you're not sure where to start, obviously jump on my accountability. You'll get technique training, you'll get coaching every day. So it's the next level. I'm telling you right now, you're never going to get this much service in an online program. I'm there 100% for my guys to coach them. But the other thing is too, is that if you need someone just to help you in person, go see a physiotherapist. I mean, they're very qualified at learning stuff like asymmetries in the body. They're good at helping you find out what muscles aren't firing if you're having issues with, not firing glutes on one side. A lot of back issues, a lot of, sciatic pain comes from asymmetry or comes from tightness and weakness. So you need to pick these things up, and you need to have that body awareness and get educated on your unique body in order to progress, in order to keep seeing strength gains. So get help of a professional. One thing that I really loved is when I did my in-body scan. Ilana from Coastal Bodies is out there. Absolute gem if you're on the coast, go get an in-body scan. It actually picked up what I already realised. So I'm an intuitive lifter, okay? But when I went and saw Ilana, the results actually reinforced what I already knew about myself, is that my right side doesn't fire. So in actual fact, my left side has more muscle than my right. So now that I know that for sure, it's a proof, I can see it in my results, then I know when I go into the gym, I have that extra little bit of information that I can work on and try to achieve that balance in your body. It's very, very rare that you get someone completely symmetrical, but it should be the goal for everyone out there that wants to avoid injury and stay, in good shape lifelong. But that's it from me today. Drop a 10 if you got lots of value out of that. Drop an 11 if you're going to jump on my accountability, because it's absolutely going off. Lucas, myself, and now Lauren, as of Monday, #expanding. We actually recruited another girl that's going to be helping us. So the LGSM accountability team is expanding, and the reason being is because accountability works. It's a missing link. You might have the best program in the world. You might have all the education on this stuff, but who are you reporting to? Who's that person that's coaching you? Who's the emotional support in your life that's going to pick you up when you're having a hard day? And that's what accountability is all about. So jump on it up the top if you're interested in that, guys. But I'll catch you tomorrow. I'm just about to jump into one of my accountability groups. We've got legs again. Yoo-hoo! Loving the leg training. And on a side note, the new accountability group, one of the girls said, I've never trained legs like this in my life. And I said, well, hang on, I've been training legs like this for nearly 8 years, and I've got some full-on development going on in my legs. So, if that's the sort of stuff that you want to do, guys, if you want to take your body to the next level, you want to take your results to the next level, jump on it, you'll get educated, you'll stay injury-free, and you'll continue to grow. All right, that's enough from me. Ciao!